Hey guys, happy Sunday. Had a video pop up about blood pressure. Interesting. How many of you think that blood pressure is caused because you're overweight? How many of you think blood pressure is caused because you eat too much salt? Okay, both are incorrect, and here's why. From physics, sorry, I have to bring in physics here. We have volume, we have pressure, and we have temperature. So we're going to take the human body's temperature at 37 centigrade, 98.6 Fahrenheit, right? That is pretty standard, all right? So we have a certain volume in our bodies of blood vessels. Okay, let's call it, what is it? I guess we can contain about 5 liters of liquid or whatever. Or is it 5 quarts? 5 liters, whatever it may be. I don't have these numbers memorized because I can look them up. But let's say that you add a lot of water to your system, okay? And you keep the volume pretty standard. I mean, your blood vessels can move a little bit. They can constrict, they can dilate, but not to a humongous normal state, okay? And if you add more water to that system, you're going to increase the pressure, all right? Because the amount of water and the pressure they are complementary. In other words, if I raise one, I'm going to raise the other. They're direct proportions, all right? But what if there were a way for me to lose a significant amount of water from my system, and then the pressure has to come down, right? Well, here's what happens. If you eat a lot of carbohydrates, each gram of carbohydrate has to grab onto 3 grams of water. Standard American diet is around 300 grams of carbohydrates per day. So at any given time, you have 1,200 grams, that's well over 2 pounds of water circulating in your bloodstream to maintain those carbohydrates. Now, what if I take those carbohydrates from 300 and I take them down to 10? All right, now you take 1,200 grams of water and you reduce it to 30 grams, all right? You're going to reduce a significant amount of weight, 1.2 kilos. So if I take 1.2 kilos and I multiply it by 2.205, right, I'm going to get 2.5 pounds of water coming out of my system. Now, since I took, if you'll notice, if you've ever done this, or if you ever do decide to do this, and again, if you're taking medicines, please discuss this with your doctor. Thank you. There you go. What happens is if you go low carb, and I mean you just start eating meat, fatty eggs, maybe some lettuce, and you get rid of these carbohydrates. You stop the sugars, stop all grains, don't eat the yellow seed oils, and no more refined foods. The water, you'll pee like a racehorse over the next day or two, all right? You may get a headache because of your lack of salt, which you'll need to increase, by the way. And when that happens, your blood pressure will fall. So I was 101 kilos on August 11th when I took my blood pressure, and it was 95 over 55. Now, it bounces around 100 and around 60. That's kind of where it was, but that was the lowest it actually got. And since then, by February 1st, I had lost 30 more pounds. Do you think 30 pounds would impact my blood pressure? Well, sure. If weight is the reason for the blood pressure, then losing 30 pounds has to lower my blood pressure. Well, how low can it go? No, my blood pressure is still floating around 100 over 60. So weight has no consequence on this. And as much as I weigh, if I decided to eat 300 or 400 grams of carbs per day over the next week, my blood pressure would skyrocket. My blood pressure was 140 over 90, all right? And now it's 100 over 60. I don't know, do the math. That's the physics of it. And so if you're told, oh no, your high blood pressure, it's essential, we don't know the cause, it's never gonna go away, eat low carb, it'll go away. Have a good Sunday. Be well, guys. Bye.